There's very little room for error in motorsport, regardless of the discipline. Whether it's on three wheels, two wheels, or four, there's always the chance something could go wrong. And not just for the competitors. It doesn't matter whether you're racing on dirt, asphalt, or mud, there's always an accident waiting to happen. And it's not just the terrain you've got to be wary of. Coming up, we have some of the craziest moments from the world of motorsport. Fire is man's oldest enemy, and it's still a major threat on the racetrack. Safety regulations have improved dramatically over the years, yet there's still always the possibility something like this could happen. And even when you least expect it. All fire needs is the slightest spark. Coming up is an all-too-close view of what it's like when flames attack. It's not just fire which can be a hazard. Walls and barriers can cause heaps of damage as well. The Isle of Man TT circuit is one of the most dangerous in the world, and there's no room for error. That was a fairly low-speed collision, unlike our next clip. Here we go again in slow motion. Thankfully, the rider survived, but he soon retired from racing. From the high speed to the embarrassing, again, the Isle of Man TT. The other hazard to be wary of is rain. This is the Salzburg Ring in Austria, and race leader Ivan Clementi touches the brakes and goes down. But that's not the end of his troubles as he slides back into the pack and poof! Luckily, he gets up as others start to go down.
13 is Andy McLeod behind on the Ducati, and a newcomer to the series. You just caught a glimpse of that. Oh, and there's a fall there. That was Jörg Schmidt on the Kawasaki, who took up Johnny Eckerold. Up front, Udo Mark on the Suzuki. Then it's Andy McLeod, Joachim Schmidt, Gregorio Laviglia, and then Christian Lindholm, Michael Rudolph, and there's a big one in the background. Two bikes cartwheeling across the infield. One of them was a Yamaha, and that's Jondat, the normally cheerful Frenchman. And the Yamaha cartwheeling through the air as Jondat goes down. The number 2 Kawasaki is there. 4 behind that is the Australian Kurt McCarthy, and that on the ground, hard on the ground, is Werner Dimple. Well, that Ducati went high side. He came into that picture about 4 foot out of the seat.
They may not be as fast, but they're just as spectacular. This is truck racing at Zolder in Belgium, and Jochen Hahn gets his 7-ton Mercedes to do a vertical 360. Looking a little less like it did before he turned into the last bend. And here's some more.
And Corber is getting on after Kreutz point there. Parrish being caught now. Oh, and Lusterina's got it horribly wrong. Well, that was a no-hope move. And Lusterina, I cannot believe what he's just done. Got it terrifically wrong. Gave up trying to make the corner and launched himself across the infield and speared Gerd Corber off the track. This is what it looks like. It was just a barging move. Lots of body contact, everybody on the ground. Corber sideways, Lusterinen and Morgan. Look at the state of that number 8 MAN. Oh dear, and this is one of the complexities. Once they start, there's no stopping them. That was a big one. And Steve Parrish getting away.
Crozier very tight on the line. Did well to keep it off the grass. Oh, it's gone wrong. It's gone wrong for Vidal. He's off the track. And that, if he's managed to continue, puts Crozier in the lead. And Crozier trying to go up in the air. Oh, and he's touched the back of Algoya as he went through. He spun Algoya. Crozier continues. Crozier's picked up a little bit of standing water. His wheels are locked up and he's just aquaplaning. And he goes off. So does Frankie. And Algoya's gone off again this time. These trucks are going everywhere. Crozier goes into the tyre barrier. There's a crash as well. Stuart Oliver's involved in that. Terry Reimer has to go wide. And there's trucks and bits of trucks everywhere. Vincent Crozier, I think it was, who actually hit Stuart Oliver. Algoya, though, I think is going to get the whole shot. He does. And it's Stuart Oliver and Terry Reimer who touch. And there's a spin for Oliver. Through goes Heinz Werner Lenz. Where did Reimer go? This is Reimer on board with him. Oh dear, that was a huge hit from, I think, Frankie Vortisek.
From stopping in the gravel to racing on the gravel, this is Robert Goff having a huge smash in the British Rally Championship. On the replay, just look how close the photographer is to being hit by the car as it left the road. Here's some more stomach-turning rally moments. Let's see that one again.
We just caught the hedge on the far side, so it's gutted understatement.
Square right. The grass is very slippy. Repeat, keep left. Yeah, hard luck. No people about.
I don't know what to do, man.
Okay, you're on your roof, okay?
Right.
Less than a mile from the end of the rally, Quintin Milne dropped a wheel into a ditch and over he went.
Flat jump, flat left 2, and flat left 1, 170.
Definitely right 3, punt. Got on that one 12. Then right 6 over press. Then. Oh! What was that about? Come on! Come on!
As a touring car driver, James Thompson normally has an unusual view of rallying, but not this unusual.
There's a big rock there, wasn't there?
It looks like a lot of damage, but it didn't dent the newly crowned British touring car champion's cool, and he carried on behind his shades. Thomas Mullen celebrated a lucky escape on this corner by immediately plunging off the road into the ditch on the next, where he remained stuck for the best part of 4 minutes.
And 3 rights opens.
More motorcycle madness now. Just watch what happens to Superbike rider Andy Mecklau on the number 13 machine. Unlucky for him. Down he goes, and watch as he hits the wall and spins back onto the track. Huge impact as he's thrown about like a rag doll. Motionless on the track, the red flag is brought out. Carnage elsewhere, but remarkably, the plucky Austrian picks himself up and walks away. As we look at this again, it's hard to imagine how much punishment he would have taken had he not been wearing protective leathers. Welcome back. Sports cars are fast and expensive, and they're just as prone to crashing as any other vehicle. Watch as this Porsche 911 gets into a spin. This could be costly in more ways than one, but thankfully he gets away with it.
And he should be thinking about going to the pits because it's a front tyre that's smoking, not the back tyre, and it's all over the shop. The steering's hurt as well. And that is the end of that. Well, he should have been thinking. Now comes down the inside pass, Stow gets it all wrong, comes back onto the track, Stow connects, the front goes up, and that is one Ferrari heading for the nearest body shot. And there's Mondini in the gravel again, and this time he does the job properly. Policino's seen the battle for the lead coming down in his mirrors, and Nielsen gets it all wrong here again, only this time it's fairly terminal, and he's taken out Javier Camp as well.
It's not just high-speed crashing that can hurt, as we're about to see. This is the Indoor World Trials Motorcycle Championship, and here's Steve Colley about to use a quick exit. Just watch as the back wheel loses grip. He goes down and impacts down below.
Lampkin cleaned it too, but as he landed from the final jump, the rear wheel of the beater collapsed completely and Lampkin landed hard on the petrol tank and the handlebars. Right at the top, this is the highest obstacle in this event. He's right on the top of it. Easy now over the top. All he's got to do is roll it down the far side. Coming down now off the top. And he's overbalanced. Oh, Kuriyama down hard. Kenichi Kuriyama, the bike's going mad on the ground. The rider hit the ground very hard indeed.
Oh, that all went wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong, hasn't it?
Oh, and he's lost his balance again. Oh, and he's, well, shows his disgust at that.
They may not have the same profile as World Rally cars, but at 600 plus brake horsepower, British Rallycross cars are twice as powerful and crash just as spectacularly, as Lawrence Gibson proves as he gets the 6R4 airborne.
Mike Manning was in front, I was second, Dermot was third, so I knew that if I put Mike Manning in between us, it was extra points. But there was a hole opened up and I went for it, and when I got there, it had closed, so the rest, I was just a passenger.
That's whetted the appetite for some more Rallycross smash and bash.
We begin with this interesting moment in qualifying. 3 cars involved. Tommy Christopherson taking the big smack. And as you saw, number 9, Michael Jernberg, rolling. And that's what Rallycross is all about. He's airborne and he's all over the place, upside down and everywhere. Mike Dresser got into the bumps. He's involved. Richard Wakeling and Paul Hebden, 505, just got tangled up in it as well. Gamble has already made one place into the pack. He goes and off, big time goes Norman Beggs. Norman Beggs in the Tigra, which he borrowed from somebody else because his Astra couldn't get here. And now off goes Tony Bell onto the grass, running downhill. He's a passenger. The car is out of control. £250,000 worth of Toyota Corolla loops the loop and lands very hard indeed, right in the middle of the track. Oh dear, has been poked by John Maloney. He won't like that at all. Helmut Holfeld will not like that at all. And Maloney spins hard into the tyres.
Now check this out for a massive crash. Fast or slow, it's still hot stopping.